So notice it looks like it split over to the left, but it's filled with breakdown. I think that's a dead end for real. I don't think I can get through there. But notice there's another side passage to the right here. That's another one you have to crawl through. So I'm going to skip it today. And then here's the main passage. That one's big enough to walk through, looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and be lazy and take the big road here. I want to check out, weird. There's more of this red paint. I don't know what's up with that. So here's another little like bolt on the floor and there's some red paint. There's another like little bolt, hex bolt, large hex bolt, hex-headed bolt with red paint. And then over here, same thing. There's red paint. You know, if this is a harder cave, I'd say they probably put in those bolts so they could climb. But this is obviously a very easy cave. Nobody needs to climb through here. So that's the way I came. Notice how uneven the floor is. The floor is reasonably flat, but the ceiling's a little bit rugged and weird. Okay, there's another small crawl passage to the right. Again, I don't have knee pads on, so I'm going to skip that for now. But obviously, I'm pretty sure that one's not a dead end either. Now look, you can see there's like a step down here. Again, this is natural though. It actually formed like this. So obviously I'm heading down the cave. So that means north. In Lava Beds National Monument, most of the time, north is down. Inside the caves anyway. Obviously the surface is very uneven. Wow, look how pretty the ceiling is here. All sorts of browns and whites and blues. Very colorful for a lava tube. Got a weird, couple little small, weird pieces of, what's it called? Just lava, small pieces of rock, tiny rock. Look how steep this is. If there was like water flowing through here, I'd be afraid of being swept down. And look how colorful it is. There's like that gold and silver stuff, just like in Golden Dome Cave. Let's see here. I guess I'll go to the right. Looks like there's plenty of texture. Wow, look at the ceiling though. Interesting. Sometimes I almost think I should try to walk through the caves with my head looking up. Then I'm sure I'd trip, fall to my death. Okay, so here's another place where the cave splits in two. This time, looks like both sides are almost tall enough to stand up in. So I'll go left first. Oops, darn it, I stepped in a puddle. Guess I should have watched where I'm going, huh? Now this bacteria, it's harmless to people and people are harmless to it, but you don't want to touch it anyway because, you know, it takes for a long, long time to grow back. So it's better just leave it alone. Otherwise you'll just make a bald spot, whatever you call it. Ruin the beauty for others. So that's looking back the way I came. You can tell how it's obviously a little bit of steepness here. I've lost at least 5 feet of elevation in the past couple minutes. So here we go. Look at that. There's a hole through there. There's a hole through there. It's going to be a bit tricky, but I can get through here. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, now, so that's the way I just came. So I'm going to go ahead and go around this way so I can show you where I am. Finish the circle. There's another one, those side passages. So when I get closer, I'll point it out. So notice how steep it is here. So there's two ways up here, right? So to the right, so there's a small passage. That's one of the ones I skipped. That one came through just over there, not too far over. And then there's this one up here. That's another one. This one I think I did go through last time I was here in December, but it's only a couple feet tall. I don't have knee pads, so I'm gonna skip it right now. So point those out on the way back. So there's that tiny hole I skipped. I was just on the other side of there. That's the way I went down the tube. So go back up here real quick so I can point out. So that's the way I just went down. And then there's that secret tunnel through there. And then there's these other small tubes that go through here. I'll point those out on the way back up. So I'm gonna continue back down the tube, see how far I can get. Sure, a lot of ugly puddles here. The rock is uneven, so some spots build up puddles. There's enough, but notice how it looks orange. That's probably not dirt or beer or something weird like that. This is probably, not normal stuff being brought in through the cracks, just like the water is coming in through the cracks. So that's the way I came down originally. So now I'm gonna head on back down this way. Notice how the ceiling's a bit uneven height. Nice and wide here. So I go ahead and take the shortcut here. There's a breakdown pile to the left. That means those rocks got here by, the cave collapsing, basically. Here's a spot where the ceiling's broken down too. That's why it's so uneven instead of relatively smooth. And here's the normal lava flow. So yeah, back behind those rocks, there is a small side passage. I don't know if I'll do that this time. So here we go. Notice how the cave is still sloping down. And now look how it's a lot browner. And two, it's actually drier. There's less water dripping here. Notice how there's a little bit of flow back this way. Like it changed its mind to try to flow up there and came back or something weird. Unlike at the entrance, the floor here is a little bit uneven.